How are we all doing? How is everyone doing today? We're gonna carry on with insanity mode with no shop items, which has been kind of... Hey, Waylon. Been kind of tricky. Hey, Gotchi. Hello. Yeah, it's been kind of tough. But I think we're getting through it. I think I'm hoping it'll be a bit easier now that we're out of the care center, because that was the toughest part of insanity mode when I was using shop items. I thought after that it got quite a bit easier, but we'll see, I guess. Also gonna do a little bit more of Leon Must Die as well after we're done, because I don't want to be doing insanity mode for the whole stream. So we're gonna do a little bit of Leon Must Die as well. Hey, Organic Juicer. Hello. How's everyone doing? Cool. So insanity mode, no shop items, and definitely no mods. And not more mods since last time, because there were none. I can't remember if I played off stream or not, so let's just load this one.
Hello, stranger.
Hello, stranger. Definitely be seeing him in this game, because he's not in this game. Right, where were we? Basement. Oh, no blood. We need blood to live. Okay, that's fine. I think we're okay with what we've got. Stick this in here so that Marie doesn't get us. We've got quite a bit of ammo though for this difficulty, which is nice. Oh, I don't have a knife though. Whoops. Alright, good. Have fun stream. Good luck from Zanaris. Please go stream. No worries, got you. See you in a bit. Or next time. Keep you safe. What are they in danger from? I'm not going to do anything to chat. I don't know if I should have started this fight. I probably shouldn't have started this fight. There goes his head. Oh, I didn't. Do we have healing? We've still got a. That was that was a bit sloppy. Yeah. Yeah. Do I have healing on me? Oh shit! I need to be careful. Got no healing. That's no good. That's no good at all. I mean, we've got 2 herbs. Do I use 2 herbs? I can't, do we have blood? 50. Oh, we could do that. We can just about make a full heal out of these. Cool. Put the trash away. Yeah. All right. We need to... Hey, Val! How's it going? You missed something you might have liked last stream. Perhaps you'll be able to catch it this stream. If it's still here. How you doing? Doors open. I was trying to be Chief Irons, saying doors locked but doors open instead. It doesn't really work. It's not my fault. Bottle. Right. This bit's kind of tough on this difficulty. No, don't apologize. Don't apologize. I wasn't maybe I last few days this died during stream can be it. No, that's fine. That's fine. It was just a shame you had to miss it, that's all. Alright. Whoa, Marie! Where's she going? Quick run, Grace, run! I'm great, thanks. How are you? Okay, we got away. Sometimes she drops like right there. Is she gonna do it? Okay, I think we're good. Oh, we need the battery though.
Barely made it.
3. You're playing alongside me in the basement, nice. Oh shit, get in the light! Alright, we're good. That was a close one. We were almost a grey sandwich. Oh, that should be a point reward. You were almost a Jill sandwich. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. The close calls. Did you? Oh shit! I'm gonna take credit for it if that's okay, Waylon. Because I want to. Good bad HPK film Margaret's by far the sexiest Grace. Well, yeah, I mean, sure. I think she looks really cool. I really like this outfit. But yeah, true as well. Okay. I don't know. We're gonna need much more. I need that. Much more Requiem ammo, but I am gonna unlock this anyway. Oh wait, we left some blood in here? Precious, valuable blood? Just wasted on the floor? Absolutely not. Precious and valuable. Put that away. Nice. We're not going to add any more practice runs today because I'm not going to die. Who do I want in the DLC expansion? Ooh, good question. Good question. Who do I really want? I want Nemesis. Nemesis is always my favorite. I'd love... And we've gone back to Raccoon City. And the representation Nemesis got isn't the greatest. I'd love to see him come back in full. I think what I'd like to see is... I mean, this is not what I think would be best. This is what I personally want to see. Like my own sort of fan fiction. I'd really like it if Jill and Chris were working together in Raccoon City, coming to save Leon or whatever, like whatever Hound Wolf Squad are doing at the time. And Nemesis shows up in some way. I don't think that's necessarily the best thing to do, but that's what I want to see. What about you? What would you like to see? Good, bad? Oh, nice shooting. Oh yeah, my main thing is, well, okay. Personally, I'm actually not too worried about seeing Chris too much because Chris actually wasn't in any of the Raccoon City games, but the game kind of teased him already with Hound Wolf Squad. But I do think it's kind of sad that we didn't get Jill. With my favorite game being Resident Evil 3, which is Jill in Raccoon City, I wanted to see Jill in Raccoon City again. But yeah, Claire as well. Claire could do some representation. Claire hasn't been in a mainline game for so long. Like, if you include Code Veronica, which probably should story-wise, that was the last game she was in. And if you don't include Code Veronica, it was 2. Obviously, she was in Revelations 2, but that's not a mainline game. And she's been in Degeneration and Death Island, and like she's been in a bunch of the animated films, but Ada Wong and lots of Ada Wong, nice. But this is the first game we've played with Leon, first mainline game with Leon, and there's no Ada, so yeah, Ada should be there. Ada should be in this game anyway, really. Leon's here. Claire starring Ari Tan and Code Veronica remake, yes. Oh, I hope we've got what's it called? You know the one. Summer Games Fest, is it? Summer Games Fest. And PlayStation State of Play within the next like 2 weeks. Both of them. So hopefully in one of those we get something Resident Evil, whether it's a DLC for this or the Code Veronica remake or whatever. That'd be really nice. Should hopefully get announced there. And Onimusha. Onimusha release date, please. Way of the Sword. I hope they randomly drop a Jill backstory DLC for Resident Evil 9. Which they won't. Like I said, do the same like Leon and go back. Yes, I would love that, Val. I'd love that. I want... If they did it with Jill, if they kind of did a Raccoon City level with Jill, like they did with Leon, I want them to go through more recognizable areas. Like with Leon, we got the police station and the back of the police station and the like all that sort of area. But we didn't get the streets of Raccoon City. We didn't get the sewers, which are recognizable, but I don't know if I'd like them anyway. We didn't get like construction site, hospital, Spencer Mansion. Jill and Chris and Spencer Mansion blew up though, like proper blew up. It blew up, like it exploded, and then a nuke was dropped in Raccoon City. So that's been double exploded. There shouldn't be much left of the Spencer Mansion. Oh my god, the clock tower. That's a good shout. To be fair, Capcom did try and like sneak in a few things into this game that people complained were missing from the remakes, like spiders and zombies attacking civilians in the street, stuff like that. Things that people were like, oh, this should have been in Resident Evil 3 remake. They snuck a few in. So DLC we play as Jill in Destroyed Raccoon City going to the clock tower would go a long way for that, because the clock tower was missing in the remake. Yeah. Good ideas. They're all good ideas. And I want to see all of it, to be honest. All of it, please. Just give me all of it. What is the code for this? We have the code for this. I just need to look it up. Basement code 705020. So I went the wrong way. I'll take it. 7050 20. And good ammo. Very nice. You've been played Resident Evil 2 Original Remake, 3 Remake, Code Veronica 4 Remake, and 9. Which RE game do you think I should play that I haven't already? Good question. I think if you liked Resident Evil 2 Original, you should definitely play Resident Evil 3 Original next. Because although I'm still a bit of a Resident Evil 3 Remake defender, like I do like Resident Evil 3 Remake, it did not do the original justice. The original Resident Evil 3 is my favorite Resident Evil, and the remake didn't quite do it justice. So I think the original 3 is definitely the next one to play. If you like 2, because it plays exactly like 2 original. Love my girl Jill. Even Hospital's a good chat. Yeah, Hospital would be cool. Because only Carlos went there in the remake. Oh, to be fair, only Carlos went there in the original, actually. But, yeah. And the Hospital didn't explode in the remake. The Hospital exploded in the original. We can make something. We can make something. What are we going to make? Molotov. Hemolytic. Which makes a shit ton of handgun ammo, which we might need in the... Well, we might need that. In the conveyor belt room. You grew up playing Resident Evil 2, haven't played it since late 90s, early 2000s. Okay. Well, I still stand by what I said. If you think you'd like it now, if you still would be happy playing a game with tank controls and fixed camera angles, original 3. If not, depends you've played again. If you don't want a fixed camera angle tank controls one, then probably 7 or 8. Well, yeah, 7 first and then 8. Requiem Nemesis is only $10 right now. I could get it. Yeah, get it. Give it a go. Tell me what you think. It's my favorite one. Oh shit. Oh, we still can't pick it up after that. Inconvenient. When was the last time I played Resident Evil 3 on stream? About 2 or 3 weeks ago. I did a randomizer run of the original Resident Evil 3. Yeah, it was actually just before we started this Resident Evil 9 run. I did a randomizer of each of the 4. Oh wait, no, actually, no, it was before that. Because I did Resident Evil 0 first, or more recently. So it was a few weeks ago now then. I did all of the original games randomizers. I did Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and 4 original. All the originals with randomizers in a row. And I did Resident Evil 0. I did some challenges in Resident Evil 0. And then Leon Must Die came out. You know what? The more we talk about this, the more I realize it's longer ago. Hold on a minute. When was it? I literally thought it was only like 3 weeks ago, but time has moved on. When did I stream the randomizers? Resident Evil, okay. It was a month ago. I did the Resident Evil 3 one. It was a month ago. My top RE games, top 3. Oh. There is a video pinned on my channel, which is where I rank all 39 Resident Evil games. So if you want to see all of them, you can go watch that. But I will say my top 3 are Resident Evil 3 original, Resident Evil 4 remake, and there's kind of a competition for that third spot. Those are definitely my top 2. But the third spot could, depending on the day you ask me, it could be Resident Evil 2 original, Resident Evil 2 remake, or Resident Evil 9. I really do like Resident Evil 9. Those 3 are all kind of tied for that third spot. And that's kind of spoilers. I wasn't going to talk about where Resident Evil 9 goes until I'd done the video. Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake are next. Probably not. I'm going to do Resident Evil 2 Remake for the crowd control. So that won't be quite soon. But Resident Evil 3 Remake I haven't streamed in a while. Could do 3 Remake. It'd only take a stream. It's such a short game. But no, I think I've got some plans for what I want to do next. I don't want to share yet. What my plans for the next few streams are. Mostly because they're not completely decided. But I've got some ideas. And I should decide which one I want to go with. And also, it kind of depends on what's revealed at, if anything, is revealed at State of Play and Summer Games Fest. Because if Code Veronica or Onimusha Wear the Sword get more information, then I'll probably want to stream those. Because one thing I'm planning to do is once Onimusha Wear the Sword is coming out soon, I want to play story playthroughs of the original Onimusha games because I'm a huge Onimusha fan. I haven't played them on stream before. I actually played them before I played Resident Evil, and they were one of the first Capcom games I played. Onimusha and Dino Crisis. I played them before I played Resident Evil, and loved them. And then I played Resident Evil, and Resident Evil became my favorite one. But I love Onimusha, and I want to get playthroughs of all the original ones out before Way of the Sword comes out because I really like them. So I don't want to do it way before. I don't want to do like Onimusha 1, 2, and 3 now, and then it turns out Way of the Sword is coming out in December. Like, you know, I want to kind of keep it close together. I want to know the release date first. Looking forward to crowd control again. Yes, that'll be fun. Oh yeah. Date. Said I'd talk about that today. Just checking something. I think I know the date. We're gonna do that. Sorry, let's just read Goodbad's comment. Nice. Top 5. Resident Evil Remake, Resident Evil 4 Remake, RE9 on your top 3. Not sure what order. Fair enough, yeah. And that's good ones. When you play 3 original though. Craigie boy, how scary would you say this is? Oh god, you're asking the wrong person. I've played so many Resident Evils and horror games that I didn't really find this game very scary, but I think if you're kind of more of a, I don't know, if you still kind of get scared of horror games, it's probably not, well, it's definitely not as scary as Resident Evil 7 if you've played that for reference. Grace's bits can be a bit scary. They can be a bit scary. I wouldn't say it's too much of a horror game. I think once you get through the first sort of 2 hours of the game and you kind of get into it a bit, there's not really much else that scares you in the game. More of a tension aspect in the Grace parts. Wouldn't call it scary. From previous non-horror, but yeah, Val's probably got a better idea. Didn't try 7, thought it looked bad. Played 2, 3, and 4. If you played the remakes of 2, 3, and 4, then it's probably closest to 2 in terms of scariness. Maybe a little bit scarier than 2. Although Tyrant can be pretty scary in 2 sometimes. If we're talking about the originals, not really comparable. What was I checking? Oh yeah, I was checking crowd control date. Do I care that Leon is married? If so, do I think... Oh, well, I do care that Leon's married. It's cool. He's like 50 now. He can do with that. But the only correct answer is Ada, right? Like, if it's anything else, that's a misunderstanding of the character, I think. I'm not saying it definitely is Ada. The Resident Evil's had so many different writers at this point that I think they could get the character wrong and marry him to someone else. But I think Claire he's not really shown any romantic feelings toward Claire ever. They kind of treat each other like, no, not really like siblings, but as friends. They don't. There's no romantic interest there that I've ever seen. And which way we go? Going this way. And Sherry, he was like a father to kind of for a while, so that'd be really weird. Honestly, the only other possible explanation that would make narrative sense is the one girl from Resident Evil Damnation, Degeneration even. I can't remember her name, but in the animated film, because they get a little bit flirty together. They're the only ones that it's the only other one really, and she's just not enough of a main character to be the answer, right? Like, they're not going to pull some random animated film character that's only in one film and marry. Oh shit. Yeah. Resident Evil 7 is slightly scarier than Requiem. Yeah, so 7 is the scariest Resident Evil they've made, I would say. Yeah. Because everyone wants him to be married to him. That is true. Yeah, we all want to be married to Leon. That's the real answer. Me. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, he's up. Whoa! I'll be in trouble here. In fact, we are in trouble here. It's gonna be another practice run. Well, our first practice run of the day. Yeah, we're dead. That's fine. It'll be whoever told Leon. He is the. Oh shit! I forgot we had the thing on. I forgot we had the thing. I forgot I'd live. I was reading chat. Okay, now we're dead. Baby Ada W. Whoever. That was very sloppy. That was very sloppy. It'll be whoever told Leon he was their wife. Then we'll just go with it. Yeah. He's chill like that. All right. Let's play properly. Let's play properly. Crowd control. Almost definitely the 6th. There is a small chance I might have to cancel it, but I'm pretty sure we're doing the 6th of June. So yeah, 6th of June. When we're doing Resident Evil 2 crowd control, and will be a long stream. I'm going to try and get all the way through the game while you guys try and stop me with or help me with various different rewards you can redeem, spawning enemies, getting rid of my weapons, although that one kind of broke last time, so maybe not that one. Taking away some of my health, or giving me stuff. And it will be a randomized run as well, so the enemies and doors and key items will be in random places. And so it won't be like I'm rushing through Resident Evil 2 knowing where I'm going. It'll be all randomized. Help! I got like some people wanted to help last time. Some people helped out, and that's probably a good thing. I don't know if I would have got to the end if they didn't. But yeah, we're doing it on a Saturday instead of a Sunday because last time we did it on a Sunday and it got quite late and I had work the next day. So we're doing it on a Saturday, so that if it goes on late, we can just keep going. And shouldn't be a problem. Right, I'm just not going to start a fight with that guy because I don't know why I did last time. Paradigm was a movie. The destruction ending be the best ending. Such a gut punch. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, the it was weird for them to include two endings. Like when one is so clearly like a basically a failure state. Give me the blood. The other doesn't require any help. If only that were true. Run! Run, Grace! Run a little bit faster than that! He does when you make Leon tiny and slow. Oh yeah, you can shrink the character and make him really slow. Yeah. It's good fun. I really like doing crowd control streams. But at the time I would do them much more. Although I suppose then people wouldn't have the money to join in all the time, so maybe I shouldn't. I do try and make my the price of it as low as possible, so even if you only can do a couple of pounds or dollars, that you can still do a few things with that. Like, I'm not doing it to make loads of money. Which RE games have I completed all of the challenges? Loads. I couldn't name them all. All of the remakes, all of the RE Engine games. So, Resident Evil 7, 8, 9, 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake. The original trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. 0 and 1 remake still have a little bit to do. They've both got like 2 or 3 achievements left, so I have to go back and do those. 5, I'm pretty sure I did everything. Oh, I didn't do the versus mode on 5. I never do the PvP stuff, but I did everything else on 5. 6. I platinumed 6, so I think I did everything on 6. Revelations 1, I've still got to do Inferno difficulty on PC. I did it on console, I think. Revelations 2, if you don't include raid mode, I've done everything. I haven't got everything on raid mode though. Yeah. Think I'll be able to beat my no-heal run today if I'm in the basement? I'd say 9 to 10 PM. Oh, I mean, yeah, you could. Yeah, definitely. If you're playing it solidly, definitely. Code Veronica. Actually, that's a good point. Well, I'll spoil a little bit of what my plans are. Oh, I'm not going to keep in these secrets, am I? Code Veronica. In the campaign, there's only one challenge, which is just unlock the infinite rocket launcher, which I did on PS2. But there is a battle mode in Code Veronica, and that is something I've barely touched. And I would love to go through and unlock everything on the battle mode on stream before a Code Veronica remake comes out. If a Code Veronica remake's announced, leading up to that, we'll play through Code Veronica, the main game, and then we'll do some battle mode and try and get all the battle mode stuff. Oh shit, that guy's alive. Which game do I think gets the worst? Oh shit. I woke the other one up. Which game do I think gets the worst criticism? I think 3 Remake is overhated. I don't think it gets the worst criticism though. Like, people say it's too short, it's too linear, and those things are all true. and it doesn't do the original justice. And once again, that is true. However, I think what there is still a good game. So I don't think it's the worst criticism, but I do think it's overhated. And then... nope, 6 deserves it. That was mean. 6 doesn't... 6 actually kind of similar to 3 Remake, if I'm being honest. 6 doesn't deserve as much hate as it gets, but most of the things are still true. They just... doesn't deserve to get all the hate. I think the one that gets the most unfair hate actually is 4 Remake, because I see people saying it's not got as much atmosphere as the original, or that it's or that it's soulless. That's the worst one. But all those things are just untrue. I don't even think I can't even see an argument for that. I think the 4 Remake is filled with atmosphere. It's different to the original, but it doesn't mean there's no atmosphere. It's just a different style that I personally prefer. Some people don't. That's just a preference thing. And the gameplay is fantastic, and it basically keeps all the good bits of Resident Evil 4 Remake and of Resident Evil 4, and most of the bits it cuts are the bits I didn't like about Resident Evil 4. So I think 4 Remake gets the most unfair hate. Whereas 6 and 3 Remake, their hate's kind of fair, even if I don't think they deserve it as much. 3 is only bad in the context of the original. Yeah, I think, well, yeah, 3 Remake is only bad in the context of the original. There is a slight criticism you could make even without the original, and that is that Resident Evil 3 Remake is very linear and short, but that's all really. Without the context of the remake, they're the only complaints I'd have. Good bad. Bought RE4 original. Don't like the controls. RE4 remake is top tier. So it doesn't have actual zombies. Yeah, that's fair actually. The fact it doesn't have actual zombies is also a good point. Zombies are better than Ganado. They're cooler than Ganado. 70, 50, 20. We looked that up already. 70. Oh, we'll go all the way around. 50, 20. Yeah, I actually completely agree with that, good bad. I still love the original Resident Evil 4, right? I'm still going to play it a lot. But I do think having tank controls in a third-person game really don't work. And I think that is one of the biggest small improvements of the remake that make it so much better. The controls in the original 4 I really don't like.
It's 2.
I love the game so much that I get over it, but I don't like the controls in the original 4 either. Happy to see Jill again, yeah. And I love Jill's character in 3 Remake. Jill and Carlos in 3 Remake are such well-written, good characters. I love them. What do we want to make here? Ammo or Molotovs? Probably ammo, right? Or knife. We could do a knife. No, let's make ammo. RE4 is the only game you can't go back to and play now because yeah. It's weird, right? Because I don't mind tank controls in the first 3. They kind of fit. But they fit fixed camera angles. So I don't mind tank controls. But in original 4 it's tough. I don't know if there's a mod for it, actually. I've never looked, but it would be nice if we got a remaster of 4 or just a mod that just gives you the ability to strafe, move left and right. I guess the game's not really balanced for it. Work. You hate Ashley? No, not Ashley. She has cost me so many games getting in the way. I agree. I like Resident Evil 3 Remake. I wish it was longer. Yeah, me too. I wish 3 remake was just there was more. I wish there was more of it in every sense of the word. I wish it was a wider and longer game, if if you know what I mean. Like, I wish the city section near the start was wider in the sense that I could go my own way more, and it wasn't as linear through the streets, and I could get a bit more lost in it, and I struggled to find my way a bit more my first playthrough. That'd be nice. And then I wish the game overall was longer in the sense that it had the clock tower in it or some other areas, just so it took longer. So I wish it was bigger in every sense of the word. Wider longer. I always have a choice of words. Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. Some of your wishes a bit wider and longer. I mean, Resident Evil 3, that is. Go away, Marie. To deal with your shenanigans right now. Oh, that bitch is woken up. Whatever I say. Oh, God. Nice. Want to drop some blood? Oh, he does. That's nice of him. Who are my 3 favorite characters? Ooh. Carlos. Does Nemesis count as a character? If Nemesis counts, then Nemesis. Carlos, Wesker, Nemesis. If Nemesis counts. If Nemesis doesn't count, I really like Krauser, if I'm being honest. I like Krauser. Yeah. I'm happy with those options. Carlos, Wesker, and Krauser. Why do I like Carlos? He's hot. And also, I don't know. I found him funny when I was a kid, and I was playing the original Resident Evil 3, and he was being flirty, and then Jill just slapped him in the face. I loved that bit. I think he says such stupid, corny lines that made me laugh, and then even Jill gets fed up with him and slaps him in the face. I just find that funny. So Jill's probably high up there as well, to be honest. And then in the remake, I also like him in the remake. I don't know. You know what? Just like him. Just into him. And that's remake and original. Like, I like both versions of Carlos. We have... His hair is better in the remake, yeah. His hair is better in the remake. And it looks hilarious if you put the original hair on his model. It looks so stupid. Carlos is in Operation Raccoon City. That is a fact. That is a fact. Okay, let's keep moving. Down he goes. Come on, Marie, I dare you. Come get me, I'm in the light. Maybe I shouldn't be taunting her like this. Ha! I want her to actually go away so I can take this out. That's what I wanted. I wanted to send her into the vents. Got both plugs on us? We do. What about you, good, bad? What are your favourite characters? We do anything with that blood? We cannot. Perfect. Bum, ba-da-da-dum. Now we can. What do we want to do? I kind of want to make a... We've got a knife, though. Oh, the bit on the conveyor belt's going to be so hard. Maybe we actually save this, make Requiem ammo. That might get us through it a bit easier. Leon, Ada, Tyrant. Nice, Mr. X Tyrant. Yeah. Oh, the Revelations game's good. Yes, the Revelations games are good. I prefer Revelations 2 to Revelations 1. By quite a bit, actually. The story mode, I mean. Then there's raid mode, which if you get into raid mode, then that's like unlimited replayability on Revelations 2 anyway. Like you can't run out of stuff to do in raid mode in Revelations 2. Revelations 1 you can. There's an end to it, which I personally prefer, but definitely see the appeal of an almost unlimited raid mode in Revelations 2. You love playing as Ada in Separate Ways. Separate Ways is genuinely, in my opinion, and I know that this is coming from a Resident Evil fan, remember that, right? Separate Ways in the Resident Evil 4 remake is my favorite DLC of all time for any game. I love Separate Ways in Resident Evil 4 remake. I think it's fantastic. Metallic Panic! Hello! How's it going? Rev 2 is better than Rev 1 in my opinion, but both are good. Big fan of Raid Mode in Rev 2, yeah. I think the story for Rev 2 is better. The story in every way, like the story is more interesting. The gameplay is more interesting. And the art direction and environment design is more interesting in the Revelations 2. I think all of those things about Revelations 2. I do prefer it, but 1 is still good and worth playing. Metallic Panic's a big fan of Revelations 1. Good timing. Tell us about how much you love Revelations 1. Metallic Panic. We're just talking about if it's worth playing or not. Rev 1 story makes no sense until when you actually think about it for more than 2 seconds, but it's still going into the Resi phase. Yeah. You know what, actually? Okay. I don't know if I've talked about this on stream before. Marie, no! I don't know if I talked about this on stream before. I think I might have. But I can't believe... So Revelations 1 is arguably, if you think about it, the story of it, arguably the biggest event in Resident Evil history. Like, bigger than the nuking of Raccoon City, Nuking, I know it's technically not nuking. The destruction of Raccoon City, bigger than the big infection in China in Resident Evil 6. Because in Revelations, there's humans build a city, a floating city in the water. Huge. Thousands of people live there. Right? That is monumental. And that is not talked about in any of the other surrounding games. Right? And then also it's revealed to us that when an infection breaks out, there is a satellite. Well, we know that the satellite is got loads of solar panels on it. And that's I think that's how they get energy to the floating city. So they're using all the solar panels from the satellite. Is it reflecting reflecting the sun at the solar panels on the city, right? And then they reveal that they can turn that satellite, they can focus the sun's light into a huge sky laser that can destroy a whole city and sink it into the water. And then that satellite, that is apparently a city-destroying satellite, is never mentioned again. There's just a city-destroying satellite orbiting Earth in the Resident Evil universe because of Revelations 1. That's insane. They should have a game mode where you can play online as any character and you team up with others to fight Endersaurs, Vendors, Zombies, bosses. That'd be cool, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, and there you go. Metallic Panic just mentioned exactly what I was saying. They just never mention it again. Then also mention expose the corruption in both the FPC and BSA. Yeah, it's also true. Yeah, the fact that they just never talk about... I think it's briefly mentioned like a news report in Resident Evil 7, but other than that, yeah, there's... It's a satellite that can focus the light from the sun into a laser that can destroy cities. And that just exists. T-Abyss is the most powerful virus. Is that true? I don't know if that... What makes it most powerful? It's a powerful virus. No doubt about that. Don't know if it's the most powerful. Wesker's virus is pretty crazy. I think if T-Abyss entered the water, everyone would be fucked. I suppose. Wouldn't anyone be fucked if any of the Resident Evil viruses got into the water? I think we're gonna need Requiem soon. No, this is cheating! This is where the light is! If your water supply is infected, no one is safe. Yeah, but I think that's true with... I mean, that's exactly how the T-virus got out in Raccoon City, right? It was the rats got into the water system. The rats infected the T-virus. You may just notice. I mean, what? That's how she always looks. There's no mods. I don't know what you guys are on about. Oh, I need to kill that guy. T-Virus virus specifically spread through water and turns anything water. Yeah, I guess true. Yeah, maybe the most easily spreadable virus. So, yeah, I guess that does make it pretty deadly. And it's red. Looks cool as fuck. Yep, there goes his head. T-Abyss first, yeah. Do I ever play in summer? Yes, all the time. I love playing with the unlimited ammo. I love unlocking unlimited ammo and playing with it. I don't do it on stream so much. I feel like it's not as fun to watch on stream because if I'm playing with unlimited ammo, you know I'm gonna complete the challenge, right? Like it's We're on 26 practice runs. If I was using infinite ammo, we'd be on 0 probably, maybe 1. If I was getting overconfident and not paying attention, but yeah, I play with unlimited ammo, but I do that off stream. I don't do it on stream very often. Unless the challenge I'm doing is so hard that even with unlimited ammo, it'd still be really hard. So then I might do it. But or if I do a speed run, if I do speed runs, I do them with everything unlocked because I want to do it as fast as I possibly can. So yeah, I don't do on stream so much. Oh, we should go the other way. The other way's safer, actually. Let's go the other way. Hop on a Veltro. They were going to drop the infections in the water, therefore infecting the entire planet's water supply, but the guy who gave them to Abyss backstabbed them on. Yeah. Yeah, true. You're right. It's the most deadly in the sense that it's the most easily spreadable virus, I think. That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. But you're right. I think. Confidence to an alpha. Paragresia day. I think I'm going to take steroids. I might save it till we need some health. Oh, we have taken a hit. No, I'm going to save it till we need the health. I don't like the going into this next area with a basically full inventory. Not happy about that at all. Don't know that there's much we can do about it. No. We will get rid of some stuff along the way, like the batteries and the key. So it's not the end of the world. Now, same part of the story, it doesn't completely crumble when you think about it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Rat! Rat's driving me crazy. There's Marie. Go the other way. Oh, I stepped on her tail! I stepped on her tail! No, you attracted the wrong thing, Grace! That's the wrong thing! No, we're gonna die! Oh, thank God. Best boss and worst boss? You know what? Best boss and worst boss is the same answer. Resident Evil 3 Remake Final Nemesis. That is the best boss and the worst boss. Because, that's not true, but you can make that argument that he is the best and worst boss. Because on easy difficulties, he is basically not even a boss. He's just, like, so trivial that he's never going to kill you. But as soon as you get to difficulty in Nightmare and Inferno, he is the hardest boss in the whole franchise. And I love it. I love it. But actual answer, best boss and worst boss. There have been some stinky bosses. There have been some amazing bosses. I actually love the Commander and I love Krauser, the knife fights. There's loads of good bosses. I'm just gonna say Nemesis. Original. I think the flamethrower Nemesis on the roof is one of the coolest looking boss fights. But it's a bit easy. It's a bit too easy. They should have made that one harder. Worst boss fight. The bat in Resident Evil 0 sucks because he's so hard to hit and see. Flying bosses in general. I don't really like flying bosses in general. In the fixed camera angle games, at least. Mm. Yeah. Contenders.
Oh my god.
Wesker's quite a fun boss. Oh, actually, you know what? Dead Aim has some sucky bosses. Dead Aim, I don't really like the sexy tyrant boss in Dead Aim. That one annoys me. Morpheus when he's mutated into a tyrant, I mean.
Oh god, I really don't want to go in there.
Sorry, I'm gonna catch up. Spoilers for those who haven't played Rev 1. The whole game is set up to get the leader of the FBC arrested, so they make it look like Veltra did it. Veltra's still around, but then they unleash the T-Virus on the Arctic base for no reason. Use the old ships that have been abandoned for a year. And then we never see anything like what we saw on the Zenobia during Terra Grigia. It's all just hunters. Yeah. Yeah, it's just hunters. And the invisible hunters, which are annoying as shit. Who's the one you can't kill if the FPS is too high? Oh, I don't remember that. Was that one of the Resident Evil 6 ones? I can't remember. I do remember that the it's not a boss fight, but in Shadows of Rose, if your FPS is too high, the giant Mia mannequin that's chasing you is too fast for you to outrun. That's really annoying. Yeah, that sucked. Oh, actually, I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about oh, what's her name? The clone of Ada in the blue dress, Carla. When Carla mutates into the big, like, white face that chases you down a corridor, that's got the same problem, I think. I'm pretty sure that's got the same problem, where if your FPS is too high, you can barely outrun that. I think that's right. Yeah, that sucks. Code Veronica hands down. Oh, do you mean the Tyrant on the Plane boss? That does suck. Tyrant on the Plane? Tyrant T078. That Tyrant is, by the way. T078 on the plane. He sucks because you can softlock yourself with that fight. You can get absolutely stuck if you haven't got the right equipment on you and you can't go back to a box and save it. Go back to a box and get your stuff if you've saved it in the wrong place. So yeah, that's a pretty sucky boss fight. I'm being rubbish at dodging these zombies right now. Blood, please. Thank you. I didn't get far at all, but it has this quirk where if you're at the lowest point of caution, you'll be one-shot by a zombie despite not being red health. Yeah, that's annoying when that's on, like, just the normal difficulty of the game. Like this game, you can be one-shot from fine, which is kind of shit, but that's only if you're playing on the hardest difficulty. Here we go. Here's a nice gap. That's a good gap. Oh no! You're right, Waylon and Organic Juice there. No, yes. Oh, that's the one. Ouroboros Mekono with the flamethrower. If you're playing that on PC, that boss fight is the worst boss fight in the whole game by far. And actually, that's probably the... If you're playing that on PC, that boss fight is the worst boss fight in the franchise. Absolutely. I'd completely forgotten about that. Because the flamethrower does like no damage because of your frame rate. I don't know how that works. I can't remember why that's how that is. But Ouroboros Mekono in Resident Evil 5, when you're using... You have to use like a... Well, you don't have to, but the idea is to beat the boss effectively, use a flamethrower that's recharging in the room, use it constantly. And with a high frame rate, that flamethrower does like no damage. I don't know why, but it does like no damage, and it's really hard to kill. You can just cap your frame rate, but it's frustrating to have to do that to fight a boss every time you want to fight it. Yeah, fighting Ouroboros Mekono on Resident Evil 5 is really tough. With high frame rate. And you do need to just turn it up. You just need to cap your frame rate to beat him. Yeah, that's basically all you can do.
Stay calm, Grace.
Blood, please. Oh, we're missing... We got 10 more to get. Can we make something? Make a knife or some ammo. We're a bit low on ammo. Right, we are going to save it here. Because things could go horribly wrong here. At least it's not GTA 4 Xbox anyway. You just can't beat it and you can't cap your frame rate. Yeah, that sucks. Found a video, the comments are what make the video good. Okay. The fire damage is tied to the original FPS console frame rate, but you'd think that would raise it, right? Because you'd be hitting more frequently. I don't know. It seems strange. Processing will now begin.
Processing. Shit, no! No!
Oh, nice shooting. Nice shooting. Why do I suck? Well, I stuck on. Oh, there's a guy getting up. It's annoying. Why can't I use that? Why can't I use that? Oh, thank God. There you go. Get some distance. In he goes. To his knees, bring him down. That doesn't work as well as I hoped it would. Chewing. Oh no, I don't have a thing. Oh, we're okay. Probably because I brought the skull thing with me. Skull charm. Where's my knife? Oh, I guess it got eaten. Perfect. We made it. No, it's not Jill sandwich time. We made it.
Finally stopped.
We made it.
Thank God.
My coworker got my back. Check who it's by. Oh, the video. Sorry, yeah. It's not the video itself that's good, it's the comments. Interesting, okay.
Last one. Need to free Emily and get out of this place.
Let's get out of here. Grace? Grace. Splash.
Oh, I got in my mouth.
Which room have we got for blood? Oh, we got loads of room for blood. And we can make stuff if we need to. Oh shit, I forgot I brought the Requiem with me. That would have helped a lot. Oh well. Me in the slide leads to a pool of red wine. Did I beat Leon Must Die? I have, but we're going to do some more of that later, by the way. We're going to do a little bit more Leon Must Die. Probably about halfway through the stream, we'll switch to Leon Must Die, because I want to complete difficulty 4 at least as every type of Leon. So I might start doing some of those. I don't know if I want to do 5 as every type of Leon, because difficulty 5 that's rough. Difficulty 5 is I don't know if I want to do that again. I might do. We'll see. Well, let's go through all the difficulty 4s first, and then if we still want to do some more, I might do some difficulty 5. But yeah, we're gonna do some difficulty 4. Leon Must Die. Probably in about an hour. We'll do about an hour more of this. Then we'll switch to Leon Must Die. Crap. This is what weed does to you. What does it do? Oopsie. Welcome to the stream. Weed locked you in a basement with a giant xenomorph creature? Have I ever tried crack? I have not. I've never done any drugs, actually. It's not my sort of thing. Gotta help with these games. Well, maybe. Are we excited for the new Resident Evil movie? No. I don't think excited is the right word. I am interested to see the new RE movie. I will watch it, and I'll give my thoughts on it. And I hope it's better than Return to Silent Hill.
Hold on tight. I'm scared. Why is it so loud? It's gonna be okay. Just don't let go.
Could be any zombie horror movie, they just stopped hiring. It does kind of give that vibe. We'll see, but it does, yeah, you're right, it does kind of give that vibe.
It's just pinning you down.
Yeah, I'm not.
Why won't they close?
Not too hopeful about that. That made an isolation got crazy. More excited for the background. Yeah, I'm interested to see that. Actually. I probably will watch that. I might not go to the cinema for that one. I might just wait till it comes out on streaming. Not many major characters. Cool. Ari is very sketchy. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with if they wanted to tell a story in Raccoon City from other survivors, like Outbreak. Like Outbreak basically was when Outbreak came out. But if I'm being honest, but it still needs to fit Resident Evil, and it's what I saw from the trailer didn't fit Resident Evil. What Zach Cregger said in the interview was a little bit more reassuring. It could go either way. I just want to see the film and then decide, really. Monsters in the new film look more like the Victor Abyss. No, they don't. They don't look like they're infected anything. They look supernatural from what I saw. Well, the big, like, blobbery one in the sewer kind of looked T Abyss virus, if that's the one you're talking about. But I think the one lots of people complain about, and the one I kind of agree with, is the one that's like a bunch of legs that come out of a door, but they're all still like kind of fully clothed. Some people compared it to Nyx from Outbreak 2, but I don't see that. Outbreak File 2, they kind of all merged together and lost their clothing. It was a bit weird that their clothes were still intact. It kind of looked Evil Within style. Hope when the director said the trilogy is based on 2, 3, and 4, he meant Leon and the crew, not some character again. Yeah, well, I think it is new characters. We're gonna get Weapon Zombie version or some shit. Yeah, maybe. Outbreak made good film, made everyone angry as the enemy designs. Yes, I think you're right. Chunk X, Mr. X, yeah. That's kind of what he looked like. He looked like the Baron from Dune. Which, and I love Dune, but the Baron is not from Resident Evil. Get that door open! My favorite Ari entry is Resident Evil 3 Original. Toshi, what's yours? I love Resident Evil 3. I love Nemesis, Carlos, Jill, and Raccoon City is my favorite setting. Original Resident Evil 4, fair enough. Yeah, that's good. We love original Resident Evil 4. Made it. He's alright.
Hey, Emily. Do you maybe want to leave with me? It's not safe here.
It was,
Okay.
welcome, Misu the Kitsune. It was this.
Hello, stranger.
This isn't unmodded. This is unmodded. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hello, stranger.
Depends between the Raccoon City incidents. We're fine to explore new concepts, but the problem is there's not a single effect that looks like something we've seen before. Yeah. The lamppost. Nemesis versus Wesker. Who wins? Well, Wesker, right? Well, Wesker wins. I think Nemesis is cooler, but Wesker wins the fight. Wesker can just dodge him. Wesker can dodge anything. Yeah, definitely not modded. Yep, no mods. No mods here. Don't know what anyone's talking about. No mods. We don't do mods here. Nemesis the agility of an old man. Yeah. Let's choose from, I can say, but all the infected have a particular style, whereas these guys look more like Evil Dead. Yeah, I don't think that it suits the style, yeah. Oh, unless it's Inferno Nemesis. That's true. Inferno Nemesis, the hardest boss in the game in the franchise. It is very true. Okie dokie. We've got some rooms to explore here, actually. Now that Leon cleared them out for us. Fuck Inferno, RE3R is like a botch thing. I still really like Resident Evil 3 Remake. I do think the criticisms are valid, but I do like it. And I love the Inferno Nemesis fight. It's super hard, but I think that's good. I like when we get a really hard boss fight on a high difficulty. Obviously, bosses should not be that hard on a standard difficulty. But when you're doing the hard difficulties, I struggle with it, but I like that I still struggle with it, because most Resident Evils that like that eventually you get good enough that you just don't struggle with them anymore. But Inferno Nemesis is one I always struggle with, and I love that. Just to keep my oh yeah, he's the platinum gatekeeper. Still better on repeat playthroughs than Requiem. Ooh, I don't know if I agree with that. I love Requiem's repeat playthroughs. I love that Requiem has 2 different styles of gameplay, so it keeps it fresh. Like, if I'm playing through Requiem and I'm starting to get bored of Grace's gameplay, Leon's gameplay is just around the corner. If I'm starting to get bored of Leon's gameplay, it's going to go back to Grace when I get to the lab. So I like that keeps it fresh. Not that I'll probably never get bored of those gameplays, but if I was, I just like that it switches up. I think that makes it really good for replays. This is one of my favorites to replay at the moment, which is why I've played it so much on stream. I love the character switching. For me, really adds to the replayability. It really helps. I think it'll be a case of a good film that a lot of people will like, but Resident Evil fans won't. It's not very Resident Evil. Yeah, that could definitely be the case. That could definitely be the case. I could see that happening. It's not the end of the world. We haven't really had a good film yet, not for a very long time, so I'm used to not having a good Resident Evil film. Oh, unless you include the animated films, they're good. Grace section is an extremely watered down version of RPD. Oh, no, I definitely don't agree with that. No. It's comparable to the RPD, but I wouldn't say it's watered down. I think Grace's gameplay is fantastic. As is Leon's. Grace's section is extremely watered down. Up the Emily gameplay of Leon's. You don't play as Emily. You play as Chloe. And that is the worst bit of the game. I really wish that was skippable. I mean, worst thing on replays. Every Resident Evil was a bit like that, though. You like both the Organic Juicer likes both their gameplays, but an option to do all the Grace sections or Leon sections back to back would be good. Oh yeah, that would be good. That would be good. I love that. It's much more lenient. Oh, I completely disagree with that, Toshi. I found Grace's sections to be harder than Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 Remake was quite easy. It gives you a shotgun for starters. You only get pistols as Grace. And resources are way more scarce in Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 2 Remake loads you with ammo. Hemo injectors, Molotovs, and acid bottles. The hemo injectors are good. The hemo injectors are good. But the Molotovs and acid bottles, you kind of only get them after the... Well, you do only get them after you've done this area anyway, so... That's... Yeah, I guess if you're talking about the basement and the lab, less so. But then even then, in Resident Evil 2, compare them to the sewers and the lab. You're loaded up with ammo in the sewers and the lab, way more than you were in the RPD. What am I running around for? Where am I trying to get to? Oh, there's loads of blood here. Oh, it was this side we needed to be on. I remember now. I remember what we did. There's a trend of slow horror games. Everyone has started copying each other. Sure. What do you mean by the like everyone like players or like the developers? Panda renders the lickers useless. Yeah, the lickers could have been done better in this game. I'll give you that. I do agree the lickers could have been done better in this game. They should have been in Raccoon City. Should have been in Raccoon City. In my opinion. Stalker, yes. Yeah, the stalkers in this one are nowhere near. Resident Evil 2 Remake are the best stalker mechanics. If you're going for stalker mechanics, then yeah, 2 Remake's probably better for you. That's true. That's true. Bear in mind though, this is only half the game. Whereas in Resident Evil 2 Remake, that's the whole game. I need... Did we not get big scrap? I thought we got more big scrap. Or I must have already used it. I could have sworn we got more. Guess not. Alright, do we need any more ammo? We're kind of done with ammo for Grace. I think we're kind of done with ammo for Grace. Herbs, injectors, that's what we need now. Make one of these. A couple of these. Nope, just one of those. One of these. And one of these. There we go. Nice. Resident Evil 9. Oh, where am I looking? Sorry. Resident Evil 9 takes from Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 takes from Resident Evil 2 Remake and Last of Us 2. I don't think they take from each other. I think they just are similar games. I think kind of with Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 2 Remake. But to be honest, even just as far back as Resident Evil 4 Original and the Evil Within games, we kind of got a really good formula for survival horror games. This sort of tight over-the-shoulder camera with scarce ammo and sort of level design. I think it just kind of got perfected, or at least, really good, and that's just kind of what the genre is. I don't think they're games that are copying each other. I'm sure they all draw a little bit of inspiration from each other, but I don't think they're like always copying the last game. I just think this is a genre of game. It's like, I wouldn't say every roguelike's copying like Hades or FTL or Risk of Rain. They're just all part of the same like genre. So, but yeah, I do think, and personally, it's my favorite genre. Like, I posted it in the Discord the other day. That's like, oh man, I love playing a wide variety of games. But there's a screenshot of like most of the Resident Evils, Dead Space, Alan Wake, Silent Hill, and they all look the same because there's always like a character on this side of your screen with a flashlight and a gun, and I love that. It's my favorite. It's my favorite genre of game. Sam Lake said he took the horror term. He played some Resident. I'm not surprised by that. Yeah. Resident Evil 2 Remake is so good. Copying is the wrong term. I'd say they're starting to take inspiration from people who take inspiration from. Yeah. And I think that's only going to breed better games, right? Because all of those games are really good. Alan Wake 2 is a fantastic game. Resident Evil 2 is a fantastic game. Resident Evil 9 is a fantastic game. All of these games are great. So if they're all going to keep drawing inspiration from each other, they're all going to just improve, hopefully. And we'll just get lots of really good survival horror games, as we have been getting basically since 2018 now, right? 2017? Was it Resident Evil 7? Since 2017, nearly 10 years now, we've just been getting good survival horror game after good survival horror game. Alan Wake 2, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 7, 8, 4 Remake, 9, like, Dead Space Remake. Did I say that one? Whatever. We've just had so many good survival horror games that it's a great time to be me. blood! More blood! Oh, we got to do the whole lab bit. Like the whole, like the little lab just outside this place with the blood. You know what I'm talking about. Val, who doesn't love a good stalker? Yeah. Games take inspiration from Resident Evil so much that Resident Evil started to take inspiration from games that Bridges by Resident Evil. I saw his name Glenn Howerton, the guy made or guy directed Dead Space 1, said that the original pitch for Dead Space to EA was Resident Evil 4 in space, basically. Which is kind of what it is. Blisterborns in this game remind you of the Bloodshots in Resident Evil 6. The Blisterborns, like the big bloated ones, they reminded me of is that what they're called, bloaters in Last of Us, like the big guys in Last of Us. What do you mean the blister heads? Because they look yeah, they give Bloodshot vibes. Definitely. Blister heads, yeah, they are like Bloodshots from Resident Evil 6, absolutely. Well, that's what Bloodshots always were supposed to be. Bloodshots were supposed to be the Crimson Head of Resident Evil 6. And Blister Heads are the Crimson Heads of this game. But because of Resident Evil 6's sort of level design, you didn't really get that feeling of, like, wiping out a bunch of enemies and then them coming back and turning into Crimson Heads later on. Because Resident Evil 6 is so linear, they just kind of mutated on the spot. So it didn't give the same vibe as Crimson Head. But that, biologically, that's what they were supposed to be. Like, they're the next, like, evolution after a zombie takes a bunch of damage. Resident Evil 6 burns, oh no. Waylon's gonna get you. I need to make some room. Where is this coin? Am I being blind? Is it? Oh, it's right. Oh god, it's in there. Okay. It's sad the chef never turns into a blister head. Oh my god, the chef in this as a blister head would be insane. It'd be so hard. I had that thought when I first played the game. I killed a bunch of enemies, killed the butcher with the Requiem, and then I came back later and one zombie turned into a blister head, and I was like, oh, that's a bit tough. Walked over the chef's body and realized you could explode it, and I was like, wait, can he turn? And I blew up his body. Did not take that risk. And now, obviously, now I know that he can't turn into a blister head, so it's not a risk. But I did not know that on my first playthrough, and I was too scared to take the risk with it. Yeah, same, yeah. Inspirational copying, yeah. I think that's true. I think they do draw a lot of inspiration from each other, and I think that's a good thing. I forgot the acid. We're running back, so I forgot the acid. I didn't mute myself for that. Sorry if that came through. I thought I muted myself. You think Resident Evil 9 heavily draws its combat inspiration from Resident Evil 6? No, it's definitely 4 Remake. Feels more like 4 Remake. Which is good, because 4 Remake's my favourite combat. With the parrying and everything, but... Because 6's combat is all about, like, diving left, right, back and forward. Like, there's so much, like, weird movement. To do, like, you can jump through the air firing your guns and land on your back, do like weird in Resident Evil 6 you can just go like I mean I think it's only as Jake, but you can just go straight to like hand-to-hand combat, which is so crazy. Flashy finishes, that's true, there's a flashy finishes and things with the axes. Yeah, to be fair, Resident Evil 9, they've always said Resident Evil 9 is a celebration of the whole franchise. There is inspiration from every aspect of the franchise in this game. So there is a bit of Resident Evil 6 in here. There's, like the axe thing, that's a good point. When you take the axes out of the zombies and use them on each other. And the fact that there's one room with enemies with guns in as well, that's very Resident Evil 6, Operation Raccoon City. Yeah, it's a celebration of the whole franchise. There is a little bit, but I would say overall the combat in this game feels way more like 4 Remake. Way more like 4 Remake. Oh yeah, the BSEA shooting zombies too. Yeah, they're very much like Resident Evil 6 zombies, yeah. There's the acid.
Welcome.
Welcome, Venom Wolf 96. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. One thing would have made this game better is boss fights, to be honest. Yeah, I think the boss fights that are in this are pretty good. The giant spider's quite fun. I wouldn't really count the blisterborns as boss fights. Maybe the first one, but they kind of just feel like elite enemies. I don't like counting them as boss fights. But the spider's good. I love the commander or hunk. That boss fight is one of my favorite boss fights in the franchise. Victor at the end, he's okay. He's not the best. I kind of wish he was harder, especially on the higher difficulties. But I wish there were more. I wish Grace had some boss fights. I wish Grace had a few more weapons and a few tougher enemies and some boss fights. Not many more. Not many more. I think I don't want them to go over. Go overboard with it and give her like a whole arsenal like Leon's got. But I think it would have been nice if she got like a small double-barreled shotgun, like a little sawn-off one as for a shotgun, or maybe like one of those like Claire's grenade launcher, but like a one-handed one where you put one grenade in. She could have that instead of the acid bottles and the fire bottles. That would have been all right. Either one of those, so that she could fight a couple of bosses, would be nice. Plant 43 is so bad. Yeah, Plant 43 is probably the worst boss in the game. That's a good point. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that one actually. Yeah. Enemy variety 2. The game lacks it. Enemy variety. The game lacks enemy variety. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. It's tough because some Resident Evils really do lack enemy variety. Like Resident Evil 7. As much as I love Resident Evil 7, there's about 4 enemies in that game. Not including DLCs. Even 8 doesn't have the greatest variety. 4, Resident Evil 4 actually has really bad enemy variety until you get to the castle. 4 is basically just Ganado, Chainsaw Ganado, dogs, and occasionally an El Gigante. 4's enemy variety is really bad until you get to the castle. But then after that, it picks up quite a bit. Arc Lab all fighting humans, lickers, and zombies. Yeah, lickers should have been in the game more. I do agree with that. Lickers should have been in the game more. Yeah. It would be nice to see hunters, because we know hunters are in Raccoon City from Resident Evil 3. I really wish we'd seen hunters in the game. Star Sun. Not that one. Moon Sun. Comments on hunters, yeah. Maybe they'll show up in DLC. If they do add a DLC that's Jill and Chris, or Jill or Chris, hunters would be more suited there because Leon actually never encountered hunters, so it's fine, like narratively, for him not to encounter them now. But if they do a Chris or Jill DLC, I'll be very upset if we don't see hunters because Jill fought them in the hospital and in the lab, and in Resident Evil 1, and Chris fought them in Resident Evil 1 and the Code Veronica. Hunters are more tied to those characters. I would really like to see them fight them again. Shrek was the worst part of Resident Evil 5, absolutely. God. Hated that guy. Might get into some snakish type boss that's up there. People's fascination with him, the coat with the tentacles. I suppose. I liked him being Nemesis. That was cool. I wish they'd done a bit more with that. I wish there was an in-between stage where I wish there was if it was like a 3-phase boss fight, right? The first phase like how it is now, and then there's a second phase where he turned more into the Nemesis we know before mutating into the big one. Because it's really strange that his like Nemesis manifestation is kind of the big blob version of it. I thought that was a bit weird. Don't get why all the LARPers love Shrek so much. It's like they only watch clips of him. I don't know what you're talking about, Typac. I'm sorry. All of the zombies in the grinder are all the zombies in the grinder are black. Are they? It's oversight on Capcom's part. If that's true. Yikes. Oh, I missed your other message. Good bad. Most overrated character. Overrated character is interesting. Actually, you know what? This is going to be a bit controversial. And when I say this, I do love this character. I think they're great, and I love when they're in games. But Leon is overrated. People go insane for Leon. And if I'm being honest, Chris is still the main character of the franchise to me. He was in the first Resident Evil, Code Veronica 5. He's the one who fights Wesker 6. I don't know. I love Leon, and I want to see him in lots of games. And in most of the games he's in are the better ones as well. But, a little overrated. A little overrated. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying like, oh, everyone thinks he's good and he's a bad character. He's a great character, but he's just not as crazy good as everyone says.
We did it. Emily?
They slapped Leonari Temi, right? No, this is the thing. I don't want to like get rid of him. Like, he hasn't actually been in a Resident Evil game since 6 until now. So it's not. I'm not saying like, oh, I don't want to see him anymore. I still like Leon. I just think people love him a little more than is deserved. Yeah, Lucky God she isn't here. That's true.
Oh my god.
Good, right.
Hey! Stay right there.
Hey, it's okay. We're not infected.
Aside for Ethan Winters, it's 2D character ever. Yeah.
So.
About underrated character, mine is Parker or Raymond. No, I'm not a fan of Parker or Raymond. I'm sorry. They're rated fine.
Who are you?
Underrated character though.
I'm tired.
That's your kid?
Who's an underrated character?
What's...
This? Old war wound.
It's none of the main ones because they're all overloved.
Can you...
Sure can. My bastard boss took the key. No.
I kind of want to say Helena in Resident Evil 6. She's overhated, but I wouldn't say underrated. Carlos, now people love Carlos. Steve Burnside. Steve Burnside should be hated on more. I hate Steve. He's the worst character. Screw Steve.
What?
Have
you seen the same shit I've seen?
I hate him so much. Such a whiny brat.
We're out of options here.
And I can't, but I still hate that Claire falls for him. Claire's so much better than that. Oh, no. No thanks, Steve. Sorry, I don't mean to hate on your choice. Steve, if you like Steve, that's cool. I'm not a Steve guy. I really don't like him. He's part of the reason I don't like Code Veronica as much as the other games.
Promise.
Yeah, underrated means they aren't talked about much. I don't mean they're great characters. Yeah, see, I was gonna say you anticipated the reaction. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was no reaction from me. Yeah, see, I was going to say Helena in Resident Evil 6, but I don't think she's underrated. I think she's just overhated. There's a difference, right? People hate on Helena so much, and I'm like, she's fine. There's nothing wrong with her, but I also don't think she's great. Underrated character. Obviously, Ada, Carlos, Jill, Claire, Leon, Chris. I've all got lots of love for them in the world. I don't think any of them could be
No problem.
underrated.
I'll be right back.
Ethan's kind of a bit boring, so he's rated right. He's rated correctly as well. Grace, people seem to be accepting, which is fine. Sheva, people really love Sheva. I've seen a lot of love for Sheva recently. People really want Sheva back. Even though, to me, I think Sheva should have been a bit more of a main character in 5, but I don't think she has much of a place in the rest of the franchise. I think Sheva should have been the main character for the first half of 5. And Chris should only take over once Jill and Wesker we know Jill and Wesker are involved. But I don't really see a place for her in the rest of the franchise. Ashley's a bit overhated, but not underrated. People do like Steve. Maybe it's a bad guy. Maybe I need to think of the bad guys. Simmons? No, Simmons sucks. Wesker everyone loves. Oh, okay. I think I've got my answer. It's going to be either Nikolai or Mikhail in Resident Evil 3, original and remake. Well, Mikhail in the remake, Nikolai in both. I think Nikolai's a great villain. I really like Nikolai. And Mikhail in the remake's actually a really, really cool character. I like his... I like the way he's portrayed in the remake. There you go. That is one of those two. Then was like, I'll tell you everything. Yeah, Leo just blindfolds. It is a bit silly, but the writing in 6 is a bit rubbish all over the place, to be honest. Most underrated is the Merchant. Yeah, Merchant's good. Merchant's good. Well, people love the Merchant. It's hard to say a character's underrated when everyone loves them. Maybe the remake Merchant. I see people say the original Merchant's better, but I think I prefer the remake Merchant now. Oh, they're both great, actually. I don't prefer. I think they're both equally good in different ways. The Raccoon City Mayor, we don't know much about him, so he's not rated much, but he's quite interesting. That's a good point. The Mayor. I can't remember his name. We know he died in Resident Evil 9. I think he was one of the only thing we know about the Mayor in Resident Evil 9 is that he died of the infection. I can't remember his name right now. And obviously Brian Irons kidnapped his daughter. Yeah, we don't know much about them here. That's a good point. The merchant is literally the most well-known Resi character. Yeah, he's pretty well-known. Oh, it's actually because she made Leon do overtime, yeah. Mikhail was in the game for a minute or some shit. Mikhail was in the original. He wasn't in it much because he was like in the original. He was more injured than he is in the remake. In the original Resident Evil 3, he's like barely conscious and he's like spouting nonsense because he doesn't know what's going on and he's really heavily injured. In the remake, he's still acting like a leader, which I think is really cool. I really like seeing him as a leader. Nico or Wesker? Nico? Do you mean Zeno? Or wait, no, Nico is that a character? Am I going crazy? What do you mean Nikolai? But Wesker's definitely not underrated. Wesker, everyone loves Wesker. We never see Jake Mueller again. No, we don't. And that's weird because we should like what happened to Jake? I would like to know what happened to him at the very least. I would like to know what happened to Jake.
Please.
Sorry, I don't know why I wasn't playing the game while I was chatting there. It's a very easy bit to play. Mayor Warren, that's it. Yes, Mayor Warren. Yeah. Father of the Ghost Survivor. Yeah, she's the woman that.
Just let it be in here.
Chief Brian Irons has taxidermied, basically. He was definitely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, the Nest elevator announcer. I bet no one's ever rated it. That's true. Yeah, that's a character that probably is underrated. He's not simp material, I guess. They should have given him a full head of hair. You mean Jake? Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Oh. And people simp for Wesker. Why didn't Jake get Wesker's looks? Also, who's his mum? Is it Excella? Because also he didn't get Excella's looks. Who does he look like?
What the hell?
Mid injector. We got loads of those now. Hopefully this room won't be too bad then, since we've got a bunch of med injectors. Now one masked villager with the beard. You mean Mendez, the village chief?
Found you.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I think that's a good point. Mendez in the remake got given way more of a character. He's way more like a religious zealot now than he used to be, which I thought was quite cool. And no one talks about that. That's a good point. Mendez underrated. The remake Sadler is underrated. So many people hate on remake Sadler. Or maybe don't hate on him, but they think he's not as good as the original. And I completely disagree. They changed his character. I think people miss what they were going for when they changed his character. So in the original Resident Evil 4, Sadler gives the impression of someone who is an evil mastermind. He is using religion to manipulate people and later on then use Las Plagas to infect them all and continue this religious belief. But he feels kind of like he thinks he's above it. Like he doesn't feel like he's bought into his own religion. He feels like he's using it as a tool to control people. And it's working. And in the remake, they've switched him around a bit. He now feels like he is a believer of his own religion in the remake. He feels like he's he thinks he is doing God's work, and he feels like he is, like, he thinks he's some kind of prophet, that he is now pushing his beliefs onto other people and manipulating them and then infecting them ultimately. But I think people miss that that's just like that's a deliberate character change. That's not, oh, they didn't write him as well. That's a deliberate character change. One with the beard and hat, yeah, that's Mendez, the village chief, yeah. Yeah. Evil Jill? Well, Evil Jill. Her outfit gets a lot of love. And rightly so. The amount of Evil Jill cosplays I see all the time. Yeah, Evil Jill's cool. I missed that ink ribbon? Oh, I'm so silly. It's fine. We actually got quite a few ink ribbons. Ink ribbons actually have not been anywhere near as much of a problem as I thought they were going to be. Oh, what's that key? Oh, for the helicopter, yeah, of course. The reason these ink ribbons haven't been that much of a problem is because I've been ignoring Val every time Val's told me to save. Oh, Rachel's underrated. He's just saying that because she's got basically all of her boobs out. Oh my god, okay. I've got my answer. And I think people are going to hate me. Jessica from Revelations 1 is the most underrated character. Jessica is hated on so much. I think she's actually quite funny. I think Chris is quite funny with Jessica. I love that Jessica just keeps hitting on Chris and he just blanks her and just is like, focus on the mission. And I love that she's trying to flirt with him so hard and try and like get on his good side, and he's having absolutely none of it. I think that's really funny. And also, I'm quite a fan of asymmetric designs. It's why I like a lot of the tyrants, right? So there's a tyrant that's got like, they've always got like one big claw arm. The G creatures do as well. I really like asymmetric designs in Resident Evil. Her wetsuit, although as stupid and impractical as it looks, I love that design. It's only got one leg for some reason, and it's purple, which purple's a cool color. So Jessica's the most underrated character. That's my answer. That's my final answer. Who was she working for again? Jessica or Rachel or someone else? Yeah, exactly. She is trying to flirt. She's using like flirtation methods to try and gain his trust, and then screw him over. But yeah, and it's just absolutely not working because Chris is either too into Jill and just doesn't have an eye for anyone else, or is just a bit too dumb to realize what's going on. Who's she working for? I think there's originally the FBC, but then it was Veltro, right? Maybe the bad guys. Tell you why I like a design sarcastic. Well, yeah, I mean, everyone in Resident Evil was hot anyway, so and especially in that game. You got sexy sailor Chris, pirate Jill. Everyone's wearing wetsuits. Come on. It doesn't exist in its Revelations. Oh no, they're in the ship at the bottom of the sea, aren't they? Yeah. You're right. They do exist. They're just stuck at the bottom of the ocean in the third ship. And most of them have been turned into big blobs of meat. Ow. Yeah, makes zero sense, yeah. I do struggle to remember exactly how the events of that game play out because they're a bit all over the place. And it's not even that it makes zero sense, it's told to you in such a ridiculous way as well. Like, the storytelling in that game is not good. The story that's being told isn't great, and the storytelling method is also not great. I'm getting fucked by these guys. They're not getting stacked by this at all. Oh my god, guys! Calm down. Just because of Tri-Cell agent. That makes most sense, actually, yeah. Underrated. Excella's underrated. No further questions. As a mercenaries character. She's such a good mercenaries character. Tri-Cell, they're the bad guys in 5. Excella is the head of Tri-Cell. I'm not ready for this guy. Shit. Okay. Tri-Cell working with Wesker, basically, because they're actually, we've learned recently that Tri-Cell are part of the Connections. Like, they're one of the Connections' subsidiary companies. Is what we learned in Resident Evil 9. Why was Veltra's leader just sitting in the boat unaffected for a year? Yeah. What the fuck was he doing down there? I have to think of that as well when I play that game. Like, what are you doing down here, bro?
Okay.
Leon time! There he is.
Grace. What's she got to do with this?
Emotes.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, gorgeous. Right, that's all we wanted to hear. Thanks, Leon. Right.
Sherry, Grace is still here.
You want to see what happened with Jessica Raymond and T-Abyss? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Found some files on Victor's computer. She's connected to this.
How'd you get a shop up here, buddy?
Welcome.
Oh, this bit's tough on this difficulty, isn't it? Shit. We might be in trouble. Break that damage. Remember, we can't get the third upgrade for anything. That's a shop item. Really wanted to get that, actually. Oh well. Oh, look, they're having a drink together. Looks AI generated. I hope it's not. I mean, sorry, I hope it is after saying that, because I don't want to insult an artist by saying this stuff looks AI generated. You need to die before you get up.
Hit.
Oh my god. This guy as well, right? Nice! What we want to see. Oh god. Must be time for evening service. Also, Raymond is so confusing. At first you think he's Veltro, then he turns out Veltro doesn't exist and he's just there to bait the FBC director, and then it turns out he's a triple agent for, I don't know. yeah. No longer Resident phrase, but what I would want from Resident Evil 10, what I would want is a game similar to Revelations where it's heavily focused on the PSCA and you play as Chris. No, fair enough. I'm not sure we're going to get one, something like that, as a full game ever, maybe, or at least for a while, because just from the backlash of 5 and 6.
Hang in there, Grace.
We've only got one sniper bullet left. You need to get in there, Grace. That's it. Get in there, Grace. You want Revelations 1 again? I mean, a Revelations 1 remake would be cool. If that's just what you want. Use me.
Excuse me.
Nice. Get closer, fellas. You want to see more what the BSAA gets up to? Yeah. Maybe spin-off games might get that. Possibly. To be honest, with 4 and 9, they finally got what I think is a good action horror formula down. So maybe. Took them a while to get there, but they got it.
Stay with me.
Oh, should have watched that cutscene. Oh well. Too late now. Reload. Oh, I'd already reloaded that one. Guess not. Over here, Blister Boy. Oh, no more stags.
Imitate others.
Take him out. It's not who I wanted you to use that on. Second type of charm, maybe? There he goes. Absolutely outrageous. Should have done the execution on him. Is insanity? It is. Yes, insanity mode. We're not using any unlockable items. No shop items. Kilua's soul thick light? I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry. Kilua. Chewing. There we go. We done? But yes, it is insanity mode. And no shop items.
There's gotta be a way to get to the surface.
This random thought you've had, just perfect for conspiracy horror type stuff, 3 in revs.
So sorry.
Just based for more action, Leon's better for Michael Bay type stuff. Yeah, I guess. Got loads of Requiem right now. Look at that. Yeah, dual game with a vibe, one between 3OG and Rev 1 would be perfect. That would be cool. That would be cool. be fine. Leon's helicopter scene in Resident Evil 6 is ridiculous. His helicopter scene and the fact that he survives a plane crash in one game it's insane. Right, I'm gonna take a little break, 5 minutes, grab a drink, go to the loo, and then we're gonna do a little bit of Leon Must Die. All right, so I'm just gonna switch the little screen and be back in a sec. Hello, I'm back. Turkish, blah, 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 hold on. Leon's helicopter scene. Yeah, that was rubbish. Or, well, not rubbish, but it was crazy. Can't be the... If we get a Jill game, vibes somewhere between 3OG and Rev 1 would be perfect. Can't be the same Jill from 3 Maker 1 Classic pre-RE Engine. Okay. I really love RE Engine Jill, so I'd like to see her in the other games. Turkish is basically an inside job. Presumably the whole world knows about Lancer's involvement. Yeah, probably. Something fun interesting, yeah. Fair enough. Turkish incident, and its impact was likely bigger than what happened in Requiem. Yes, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I think it's crazy that it's not really talked about in the wider universe when it feels like it was actually like a huge thing. Humanity's first like floating city was wiped out by a satellite laser because it was because of bioterrorist attack. It's crazy. Shouldn't open yourself. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, crack. Unfortunately, I did not. I got some more Coke, but it was Coca-Cola, so not quite what you're asking for, I don't think. Sorry. Right. Leon must die forever. Let's go to these practice runs. Our practice runs only went up a little bit today, didn't they? I think it was only like 2 deaths. Look how red it is! Oh, whoops. Always do that. Now I'm clicking back into the game. So red! Oh, okay, I had to turn off all the mods. Because some of the mods aren't updated with Leon Must Die, and they crash when you play Leon Must Die. I don't know which ones do and which ones don't crash. So I just turned them all off for now. I mean, we didn't have any mods anyway, but the ones we didn't have, I've had to turn them off. Now we know in the Japanese release 5 references the War on Terror. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Do I speedrun? Not really, Toshi. I speedrun uncompetitively in the sense that sometimes I do a little speedrun. I try to beat my own scores. They're nothing compared to the actual speedruns. The closest I got ever was when Resident Evil 3 Remake was fairly new. I got through it real quick and I speedran it, and I was about 50th in the world, but that was like 5 days after launch when people weren't really speedrunning it yet, and then obviously that was like that's I'm nowhere near that now. Like I'll be way down there. That's the closest I've ever got. And that was like before people had discovered half of the speedrun tricks they use now as well. That's the only reason. So I don't really use speedrun tricks. Like I don't use like glitches or like exploits. So obviously that puts me at a disadvantage quite a bit. But that was before people had discovered a lot of them. So yeah, I think that was where I was. I think it was about 50th in the world. But that was, once again, that was very early on in the game's life. It takes out the base of Val, you just missed. You missed it again. You missed Leon. Oh well. Next stream there should be a lot of it. Because next stream will be in Requiem City. And I had to turn the mods off for this one because some of them crash and I don't know which ones. Yeah, sorry Val. Next time. Next stream. If you hit next stream, you should see it. Speedruns are crackheads. Yeah, it feels like it. They're insane, man. Like, I understand speedrunning, and I think it's quite like it's almost an art, right? Like I understand the art of speedrunning. I don't want to participate. I like playing the game as fast as I can. I find that fun. It's not the most fun thing to do, but I like doing it on occasion. Being like, okay, if I give myself the infinite rocket launch that I've unlocked, how fast can I get through this game? I'm not going to go to the levels of, oh, Claire moves slightly faster when on caution health while going upstairs, so I'm going to deliberately get myself on caution health and play through the whole game like that because that's the fastest. Like things that's not for me. So my speedrunning's never gonna be competitive, but I just do it for fun. Imagine living in the Resident Evil universe knowing that the American government was involved in the plan to wipe out humanity. Well, doesn't seem that far off from real life. Right. Okay. Rank 4. I've already done it as Wolf Boy Leon. Who do we want to do next? We got Porsche Leon. Not that one. That's the one I'm worst at. Well, we could do it as best. Porsche Leon. Police Leon. Exorcist Leon. Or normal Leon. Any ideas? Any preferences on which one we try as? I want to get. Well, I want to do all of these at some point. I want to get through all of them. Red Eyes. He's my favorite one. Go on then, let's do it. We'll be a melee build then. Melee build. Oh, I forgot that to press next. I was waiting for it to load still.
Get Brentwood locked down.
Red Eye Leon.
Yeah. He's the one to thank for all the excitement.
Kind of reminds me of the super costumes from Devil May Cry. They always get red eyes. In 5 anyway, they got red eyes. They did in the originals.
Can't let him get away.
What weapon we got today? Alright. Oh god. But how are you grabbing me from behind? I hate that. I hate that they grab. Sometimes they just spin you around. Then you can't chop them off.
I don't have time for this. Now God damn it.
That's a better shotgun. So don't reload that, Leon.
Excuse me. Okay.
Did I shoot the box back here? I did. Already did that one. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? We need melee stuff. Apparently we're not going to get it.
Oh fuck. Let's make this quick. Adam. Oh, damn it.
Then why'd it take so long to equip that? No, wrong zombie, Leah. You know what? Restart. This has gone appallingly. Practice run.
Sloppy!
Sloppy. Yeah.
Get Brentwood locked down.
Is it something to do with Victor?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brentwood locked down.
Thank for all the excitement.
Even worse than last time.
Out of the way! Can't let him
Can't let him get away. Oh! Completely missed that guy. Where was he?
Excuse me.
Yeah. No, oh, I meant to pick up the whatever. There's no red guys around anyway. $70 monies.
All right.
Easy.
Oh fuck. Let's make this quick.
Nice.
Never a dull day.
Ah.
Damn it.
All down. No red guys though. We need the weapons. Red guys. We need some red guys. There's one. Oh, Leon, you cannot hit the right people today, can you? That's fine. No, we dealt with that all right. Crash. I'll take that one. Get a bit more time. Bum, 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 bum. And Joe. Crack it open. Give us the goodies. Sort him out. And him.
I gotta hurry.
Could do with some more upgrades, game, please. If you wouldn't mind. We're doing good for time. Well, I can't deal with whoever's up there right now. No.
I gotta hurry. Give me a goddamn break.
Easy. Fish. So. Had to parry too early on that one. We fought some goodies. What we got? Bad. Bad. Yeah, sure, we'll take that one. Not the greatest, though. Who's screaming?
Okay.
Oh, that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see, baby. Nice.
Not bad.
Got a good melee run ahead of us now, hopefully. Could do the rocket launcher popping up.
Out of my way.
Yeah, look at him go down. Come on, burn to death. Damn it. Hey. Okay, we do need to be doing a little bit more damage, preferably. Nope, not those. 10%'s not worth it. 20%'s worth it, but we can't afford it. We'll get that next. Spider.
All right.
We got loads of time, actually. We're doing great for time. Oh, okay. One-star sniper. Not too bad, but we're doing melee anyway, so it doesn't really matter what guns we get until we get the rocket launcher.
Okay, that's it.
670, sure, we'll take it. We've got some upgrade time, 20% more melee damage. None of those. Flaming kick, we'll take that one. Okay. We've got a lot of okay skills, no amazing ones. At the moment.
Never a dull day.
It's okay though. There's time. That blue guy's gonna be tough. If we mess up this, we take a lot of damage. Okay, good. Attack. Did we already have the attack? No, we didn't. That was the last game that I restarted.
I don't have time for this.
Leon doesn't have time for this. Scrap. Nice. Find a red guy. We can lure them back in here. Can't mix that with anything. Steery. We've collected a lot of guns now. Give us a rocket launcher, please. Oh, there is a red guy. Right here. Oh, I thought I was going to hit the wall for a second then. Mortal Edge. Perfect. Perfect. Let's get rid of this. Okay, we need to be using the Mortal Edge now because we want to parry a bunch of stuff so that we can start bringing this damage up, because this increases damage with each perfect parry. So we need to start doing that. Rubbish. Rubbish. 15%. Not worth it. 15% not worth it. That's all we can do. Guys should pretty easy to deal with. There's an axe in the lobby. Need to actually follow us all the way through. Come on, meat man. Need him to come in here now, and then we can throw that at him. Let's set him on fire, and he should burn to death. Perfect. The gal, don't really need that, but we'll carry it just so that it's not in the weapon pool anymore. Any of those? We want that. 60% more damage, enemies within 3 meters. We want that. Yeah, we want that.
Gotta hurry.
Did like 3 things look like they were going to be a lunge then. It's another one of her. Actually not going to use these ones as the ones to try and get my parries on, because I don't think I'm going to do well. Alright, we can take that now. We'll take it instead of the perfect parry restoring durability, because we get that passively with this anyway. It's not as good though. What are the best versions of my stuff? I guess that's our best shotgun, that's our best handgun, that's our best submachine gun, that's our best sniper, everything else is whatever.
All right.
Right. Down he goes. He was up for all of 2 seconds. We can probably grab some handgun ammo. Submachine gun. Shotgun. Loads of room, kind of.
Okay.
Slot expansion's nice. We really need some of the really good melee ones. We haven't got any of the really good ones yet. Got a bunch of okay ones. Take the 85 because he's going to disappear. Who do we have in here then? Get some parries on this guy. Nice. You know what? I'm actually not going to hang around too much. Let's just kill him. We'll take the one. That's an extra like 60% damage. Stacked on. Actually, I think I want to leave through that door now. Think about it. I was going to go the other way. Ooh. No, I don't know which way I want to go now. Maybe. This isn't the quickest way. Where am I going? Oh, we need this. Let's first come in this way. Because if we leave through that door, we can't fight the commander. We could go straight to the commander. That's probably not a good idea. If we go through that door, we can't go to the commander, but we can do the chainsaw fight, and then we go straight to Gideon. Or if we go through the way I'm going this way, we can do the chainsaw fight in some of Raccoon City. No, we can do the commander after doing the base camp.
Out of my way.
You dare me to go straight to commander? See how well equipped we are. The thing about going straight to commander, commander himself will be fine. It's all the dudes before him that have the guns. We'll see, we'll see.
Never a dull day.
You second it? Oh no. We're gonna lose a perfectly good run to a dare. We can see. Can see. Currently, we've only got a little bit of disadvantage on the guns, to be fair. Oh no, we 40% less gun damage there, and 40% less gun damage there. It is gonna be tough fighting those gun guys.
I'm getting too old for this.
It's like a dumb question, but where does that scene where Gideon keeps infecting human civilians take place? Oh, the Renwood Street. Yeah. Renwood is the name of the place. It's the street in Renwood. Didn't mean to press that. I meant to press was this one. Ah, it's called Main Street. Renwood Main Street, I guess. It's the first Leon segment of the main game. Requiem, 1 star. It's not bad, but we need a rocket launcher, really.
Not bad.
Bad. You're still trying to avoid spoilers? Oh yeah, I guess so. I forgot to do the pantry. I always forget the bloody pantry. Damage bonus. Trash. This isn't the pantry. Where am I going? Boom, boom, boom. I thought we already had the Mossberg. Running out of room. Need to stop picking up ammo. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay.
Right. That. There much else? Oh yeah, we got the. Oh yeah, we got some dudes down here to finish off. We could really do with some better upgrades now, actually. Okay, red guy. Okay, have to lure him back quite far, I think. Get them all around this table. Only the red one's following us this far. I think there's another red one on the back. We'll have to deal with him separately, I guess.
Okay, that's it.
Gator snapper. Not good weapons game.
Give me the goddamn
Hey! Nice. Okay, that's all we need. We're good.
Not bad.
Yeah, let's put everything in the right slot. I guess that's technically our shotgun now. I should delete that instead of the other submachine gun. Doesn't really matter. %5 melee damage. Oh my god, how did that parry not go off in time? Alright, just kill him. Not even anything in here of use anyway. What a waste of my time. Oh well. Boot grenades. No. Oh. Okay. Alright, we'll go straight to the commander. I think it's probably just about doable. Maybe.
feeling I'm not wanted around here. Here you go.
Oh, I did not do anywhere near as much as I wanted. Oh god, this does nothing.
I don't give up that.
Oh dear. That's the first message you see when you return, because I went to the commander just like you asked. And I'm regretting it. I do no damage to these guys.
Felt that one, huh?
Using all of my health items here. Helps if you hit them as well, I've heard. They're just not getting the right upgrades either for this. We've got a bunch of alright ones. Had another grenade. Just wish you could hit that liquor from here. Did what I was told, yep. I've been good. It's worth a try.
Okay.
Oh my god, yes! Get him, Liquor, get him! Can't believe that worked. We need to be sneaky now so the liquor doesn't come for us. Nice. He knows I'm here!
Give me a goddamn break.
Yeah. Oh my god, I think we did it. Oh, I don't know about this. Sure, I guess.
Not bad.
I don't think we're winning this.
Here at ARC, your movements will be constantly monitored. Do not leave the
Obviously, I'm gonna try, but
areas without authorization.
I can't see this going well.
All information is strictly prohibited.
Oh.
All right.
The med injector might save us. Unfinished textures.
I didn't realize I had such a big fan. How about an autograph? I heard you were some ass. Sneaky bastard.
He's actually the easy bit. If you're doing a melee build, he's the easy bit. Obviously, fighting all the guys with guns is the hard bit when you're doing a melee build. Hunk speaks, yeah. Hunk speaks in all the games. Hunk's never been a silent guy. No, he's never been silent. He spoke in the original Resident Evil 2. He spoke in Resident Evil 2 Remake. He speaks in Operation Raccoon City a lot. No, Hunk's never been silent. Hunk's never been silent. He doesn't speak in Mercenaries because no one speaks in Mercenaries. That we might need. I'm gonna hold on to that.
We're into trouble. This guy was one tough bastard.
Coming from you, that's quite the compliment.
Yes, you're a tourist. Metallic Man, you're a LARPer. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Sacrifices must be made. I need this. Excuse me. Was that another med injector? Oh, thank God. Okay. With every med injector, we have a slightly increased chance this will be successful. Two run behind this. Nothing. Okay. Victor Man. We don't do enough melee damage to fight him with the melee, so the rocket launch has to be used on him, and then we got to fight Big Victor with a gun, which is going to be the hard bit. Spectre's vision lives through me. Alright, we can get rid of that.
And I will see.
Okay.
Give me your goddamn break.
Good start. Nope. Missed a bunch of them. Sorry, I'm not chatting. I'm a little focused, but I think we're there. Easy. Sacrifices must be made. Good nothing but an imitation. Some guy reaction to me, pretend to be Jim Carrey. Well, yeah, I guess.
What are you playing?
Thank you for the bits, Waylon. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Thanks for the support. We did it! Oh, one thing I haven't tried yet, and just because the people have been sending bits more recently. If you send 200 bits or more on a message, it does read out. I think it should do. Text to speech. Right, we got time for one more. Who are we gonna do? I think. Yeah, let's do Carhead Leon and let's try a gun. Put a portion his head. And try to get through with guns. I haven't done with guns in a while.
Get Brentwood locked down.
Get Brentwood locked down.
Yeah. He's the one to thank for all the excitement.
Okay, this isn't a bad start. This isn't bad at all.
Never a dull day.
Do the handgun. Getting with handgun ammo. Fortunate. Bit of shotgun ammo, that's a bit better. Yeah, Brentwood locked down.
Out of my way.
Oh, the car crash is already happening? Yikes.
Let's make this quick.
Oh!
Okay, that's it.
I'll take that for the time bonus. We'll take that. Oh, great. Oh shit, they got close. Boom.
Now I'm mad.
Fucking shit. Oh, now he's mad. Leon's mad. Oh, the red guy got hit by the truck. That's nice. Cool. Put that in that slot. Another red guy. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm
Nice.
so sick of this shit.
Easy. Huh. The other sniper. Might end up discarding that one, actually. In fact, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to discard that one. So we can get it with a scope later, hopefully. Can't waste all its ammo now.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. That was my impression of the Leon Must Die Forever music, by the way. I thought it was pretty good. Oh yeah, just oh,
I don't have time.
it's not a nice combination. Okay, we can deal with this.
Give me a goddamn break.
All headshots. Yeah, we'll take headshots, do more damage.
I gotta hurry.
Round to 9 with the sight. Let's change weapon and discard that now. Oh, we want that to appear later with the scope. That's why we're getting rid of that.
Okay.
Okay.
His office should be upstairs.
Big man! Follow me, big man! Did I get the herbs? Oh, I did get the herb. Blammo. He's coming. Slowly. Run, Leon! The fact that he can't not bolt that. Like, run and then bolt it when we're safe. There we go. Slot expansion, I guess. Sure. Not quite what I wanted. That's good. We'll take that. That's good as well. We'll take that. Sure. Okay. Oh, actually, we're not going to come back here like I normally do. Let's check up here first. Not going to go through that door this time. Well, it didn't last time either, but last time went straight to the commander, which I'm not going to do this time either. We're going to go to East Raccoon City Streets, where we're going to go. And we're going to fight Tyrant. I still think it's outrageous that you don't go to the RPD in this mode. I think that was a really missed opportunity. Because the RPD, for the right reasons, doesn't have many enemies in it in the main game. Because it's supposed to be a... like an emotional moment for Leon, which makes sense. It's supposed to be slow-paced and emotional and for storytelling rather than for combat. This mode should have been where they go, okay, you've had that in the story, now we can fill it with enemies and make you go through it and killing stuff. Don't know why they didn't do that too. Really strange to me. Really strange.
Out of my way. Excuse me.
Down he goes. Lots of shotgun ammo, which is our worst gun. You agree? Yeah. It's weird. Especially since with the commander section, we have to fight all the guys before it. It should be that the tyrant section is also the RPD before that as well. Oh well.
All right.
Matilda with no sight. Well, at least it takes out the weapon pool. Like that.
Gotta hurry.
Nope, not shooting. Not shooting. There we go.
Excuse me.
Taking all these guys out before the blisterhead one spawns. That's all. Rubbish. 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 Ooh, not bad damage left.
Out of my way.
Oh, not bad at all. You have to hit though. There he goes. Rifle ammo. Rifle ammo. Ingot ammo. And shotgun ammo. Would you look at that? All the ammo. The ammo. Leon Kennedy.
I don't have time for this.
They're gonna try and come through that door. They are.
Out of my way.
Oh, actually, we're not set for SMGs right now unless we get a one with a sight. The Styri, basically, is all we can. The Styri with a sight is basically the only SMG we want.
Now I'm mad.
Even the Clatter Carbine, if we wanted to do well with the Clatter Carbine, we'd have to pivot so many of our skills. It'd cost too much. Probably.
I gotta hurry. All right. Wait.
Bomb.
Excuse me.
Oh. Damn. Those big chopping blades, slicing blades, cutting blades. I think most blades are cutting blades. Whatever. Those big ones, they are deadly. They are deadly. Yeah, that was a bit sloppy. Cool. Right, that's it for today. So it's nice doing a little bit of Leon Mustai at the end there. I do like Leon Mustai. I really enjoy it, actually. I think there's a lot of things they could have done to make it better, but it was free, and it is fun for what it is. So I think overall I really like it, and I probably will do more of them more of them as in like just when we've got a bit of time to spare at the end of a stream. Do a Leon Mustai or two. Yeah, that's cool. Next time, Tuesday, we'll be doing more of the Insanity run. And let's go change. More of the Insanity run. Try and get that done next week. We'll switch to Leon now, so hopefully we'll get through it fairly quickly, because I think generally Leon's easier on Insanity mode. And got a couple of ideas on what we might be doing. Might pick up on a Musha if where the sword gets announced. There's nothing I might look at playing, which I don't want to say right now in case I'm not doing it. But yeah, that was fun. So thanks everyone for coming. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for chatting. And there's a Discord in the chat and on the description on YouTube, which is where we chat about Resident Evil, about horror games, and updates on the stream. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Speak to you next time. Bye bye.